Long ago, in the bustling cities of ancient Greece and Rome, a group of thinkers known as the Stoics walked the streets, teaching a way of life that was different from what most people valued. They did not chase fame, wealth, or power like others did. Instead, they spoke of something deeper, something lasting, virtue. To them, virtue was the highest good, the only thing that could bring true happiness and peace. While the world around them celebrated success in money, status, and pleasure, the Stoics stood firm in their belief that none of these things mattered if a person lacked good character. One of the most famous Stoics, a man named Epictetus, was born a slave. He had no wealth, no high position in society, and yet, through his teachings, he influenced emperors and common people alike. He often said that our worries and suffering come from placing too much importance on things we cannot control, like money, reputation, or the opinions of others. True freedom, he taught, comes from mastering our own minds and living with wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These were the virtues the Stoics held above all else. Imagine two men walking through life. The first man spends his days chasing success as the world defines it. He works tirelessly to earn more money, buys fine clothes and grand houses, and seeks the admiration of others. For a time, he feels proud of his achievements, but sooner or later, misfortune strikes. The market crashes, his wealth disappears, or people turn against him. Suddenly, everything he built his happiness upon is gone. He is left empty with nothing to hold on to. Now, consider the second man. He does not ignore practical matters. He works, provides for his family, and takes care of his responsibilities. But his true focus is on building his character. He practices honesty even when lying would bring profit. He faces difficulties with courage instead of running from them. He treats others fairly, not because it benefits him, but because it is the right thing to do. When storms come, and they always do, this man remains steady. His happiness does not depend on the outside world. It comes from within, from knowing he has lived with virtue no matter what life brings. This was the wisdom of the Stoics. They knew that success, as most people see it, is fragile. Fortunes change. People's opinions shift. Power fades, gunk. But virtue? Virtue is unshakable. If you are a good person, if you act with integrity and wisdom, no external loss can take that away from you. The great Roman emperor, Marcus Aurelius, another famous Stoic, ruled during times of war and plague. He had more power and wealth than most could dream of. Yet in his private writings, he reminded himself daily that none of it mattered if he did not live virtuously. He wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Even as an emperor, he saw that true strength was not in his title or his armies, but in his character. This idea might seem strange in today's world, where success is often measured by likes, followers, and bank balances. But think about it. How many successful people are truly happy? How many reach the top only to find emptiness? The Stoics would say that without virtue, success is meaningless. A person who cheats to get ahead may gain wealth, but they lose self-respect. A person who steps on others to climb higher may reach power, but they live with guilt and fear. Virtue, on the other hand, brings peace. When you act with kindness, you do not need to look over your shoulder. When you face hardship with courage, you grow stronger instead of breaking. When you live justly, you earn not the shallow praise of the crowd, but the quiet respect of those who truly matter. The Stoics were not against success. They were against making it the center of life. They believed that if you focus on being a good person first, success may come, or it may not, but either way, you win. Because even in failure, a virtuous person remains dignified. Even in poverty, they are rich in character. Even in obscurity, their light does not fade. So ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to live? One where your worth depends on things outside your control? or one where your worth comes from who you are, no matter what happens around you. The Stoics chose the second path, and their wisdom, thousands of years old, still shines as a guide for those seeking true strength.